Hey guys, Regan57 here. It just occurred to me as I was kind of like messing around in Playground that a lot of people probably don't just mess around in Playground. Sorry, when I say Playground, I mean Creative. Um, I challenge you to go into Creative and do some shit that doesn't make any sense but seems kind of cool to you in terms of how the grid functions. So I just mean free building without any real purpose or whatever. Just kind of let your juices flow. Let the creativity kind of move you to do some interesting things. Something that I've been doing just for no real reason at all. I don't think I've ever used this in a game, but I just think it's pretty cool. Just doing, like, for example, this variation of this common move where you're doing the block off with the cone. And just making it into like almost like a clock or yeah, clockwise like spiral, if you will. And it helps me to kind of relax, calm myself. But it also really helps mechanically. Before, I couldn't do two of these back to back without fumbling an edit and falling off or something. And now I can talk to people while doing it. It's actually rather relaxing. And it's gone from something where it was very stressful for me and difficult to an actually really, really relaxing process of just building and being fluid and being able to feel comfortable on the grid. If you don't understand what I mean when I say grid, I mean like the grid, like each block. Like this would be one block of the grid right here, what I'm looking at. Understanding where you are on the grid and where you can place builds from. For example, we're on a block, but we can still, you know what I'm saying? Utilizing the grid to your best advantage and knowing when you're going to screw yourself up if you're standing in the wrong place, trying to place a build somewhere. So I really like doing that. There's another thing that I found out. I don't know if this is like common knowledge, but you can stand at the top of your ramp, for example, and you can like jump up, place some walls, like 3-foe cone walls, but instead you just immediately look straight up and do cones, and you can do a line of cones straight down. So you've got 3 cones here. So I'll do like this, for example, over and over again. And it's really cool because you can do some pretty interesting stuff. Like out of this, you can do a quick edit here and do this interesting little side jump. And I mean, there's just so much that you can do, right? In Fortnite, with building, with the grid, there's so many variations and iterations that we can come up with, or innovations through iterations. And not all of it's going to be useful, and not all of it's going to be competitive. But it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. For example, here's another thing that I've been doing. Like, what is the point of anybody ever doing this? What I just did right there. Why would anybody want to do that? Like, the whole purpose of me doing it is because if you don't edit any part of the cone in the wall, or cone in the floor, you won't ever be able to get this wall right there, the one in front of the cone. So I edit these back two, so while I'm jumping, I can place that wall in front of the cone. And I don't hit it every time. I don't even hit it 25% of the time. But when I do hit it, I'm like, that was sweet. Am I ever going to do it again? Or am I ever going to do it in a game? Probably not, man. Am I ever going to do what I just did in a game? Right here. Never. Never. Not a single time. Not until I see a really good reason to do it. But what it will do is help me get used to the grid and help me get used to awkward situations. And I think it's just important, man, to do this. So a lot of people don't. I recommend you do. If you have any questions or any cool variations or sequences that you've found out, please let me know. I'd be really curious to see. If you have extra time, definitely get into creative by yourself and have no goals. Don't worry about the training. Just relax, calm yourself, and just see if you can maybe find something interesting. There was that whole wave of like ramp edit plays that came out for a while. You know, where you could do this like really like unique stuff with ramp edits. I remember that video came out. The guy did the 180 where he like did one of these. And that was like, everyone was like, oh, look at shit, this is going to be the new meta. Nobody fucking does it or whatever. And it's like, you know, who cares, man? Just get in, do some funky stuff. It is cool, man. It's cool to learn the grid. It's cool to see what is possible and what isn't possible, because it is going to make you a better player. And it's going to make you appreciate building for what it is. So sorry for the rambles. Sorry for going from topic to topic and stuff. Like I said, if I even said I had a really long day today at work, but that's been on my mind. So take it for what it is, and hopefully try and find something useful out of this video if possible. And I'll try and come up with some better content for the rest of the week. But that's all I have for tonight. My brain is fried. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great night or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. And thank you so much for all the love and support that I've been getting on all socials, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube especially. These comments are a joy to read every day. And I'm really grateful to all the guys that I'm coaching right now. I think we're up to 8 or 9 coaching clients. And I'll honestly say every single one of them is super cool. I love talking to them, and if I wasn't on such a tight schedule, I'd spend all afternoon talking to some of these guys. They're just awesome. So once again, thank you, and I will be back tomorrow. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. See ya.